Good evening, Littleton. Welcome to the January 12th, 2026 Select Board meeting, the first one of the year. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I just wanted to take a moment to extend our condolences to the family of Sharon Martell. Sharon was a long-term employee of Littleton, 20 years as Assistant Director of Parks and Rec, and we're very sorry to see that she passed over the holidays. And so. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Public Works.
We need to read the mail.
Want to do the
mail?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair, and members of the Select Board, and hello out there in Littleton land. We have current vacancies on some town boards. The following appointments are made by the Select Board. The vacancies on Agricultural Commission, Committee for the Exploration of Real Estate Tax Relief for Seniors, Economic Development Committee, Finance Committee, Master Plan Implementation Committee, Permanent Municipal Building Committee, Personnel Advisory Committee, Sustainability Committee, Zoning Board of Appeals. An appointment by the Town Administrator. There is an opportunity in the Affordable Housing Trust, and appointments made by Littleton Electric, Light and Water would be on their and there's one opportunity on their Finance Committee. Okay, sign up to receive public notifications for the Town of Littleton. Scan the QR code on the screen to register, or go to www.littletonma.org/subscribe. Community impacts, transportation issues, town events, public health concerns, public safety activity, town meetings. Stay informed. Select Board office hours. Any changes to this?
All Mark.
Nope.
Nothing.
Okay, it is the Mr. Mark, it's mostly the Mr. Mark Rumbacher show, but this Friday on the 16th, we've got Mr. Nordhaus from 2 to 4. Wednesday, the 28th, Mr. Rumbacher from 4 to 6. Monday, the February 9th, from 11 to 1, Mr. Nordhaus. And for the next dates, which is February 25th, March 25th, April 22nd, May 27th, June 24th, all from 4 to 6 p.m. with Mr. Rumbacher. You really need to get involved more, Mark. Yeah. DPW seeking snowplow contractors for the 25-26 winter season. Packets are available at the DPW office at 39A Road, on DPW website, or call 978-540-2670 for information. Rates begin at $100 an hour and up to $153 an hour, depending on the equipment that you have. Incentive sign-up bonus of $1,000. Calling all Littleton student artists. Don't miss out. Design the 2025 Town of Littleton annual report cover. Show off your talent and help shape one of Littleton's most viewed publications. We're inviting Littleton student artists to create original artwork for the 2025 annual report. Deadline is due Friday, February 13th. Okay, and you want to submit it, you can email your submissions or questions to lmontgomery@littletonma.org, and have Mom and Dad contact the Town Administrator's office, and we're happy to walk anybody through it. And that would be fantastic. Photos needed for 2025 town annual report. We're looking for photos to help showcase Littleton in this year's annual town report. We're especially interested in photos that highlight Littleton's landscapes, parks, and conservation areas, town events, and community gatherings. Submission deadline, Friday, January 16th. Please email your photos, JPEG or PNG, to lmontgomery@littletonma.org with the subject line, Town Meeting littleton.org/annual report photos. Thank you for helping us tell Littleton's story through your lens. Need ice melt and sand mix? Get a bucket delivered free. Sand for Seniors, Littleton Elder and Human Services, Council on Aging, 978-540-2470. Outstanding thing to do. Outstanding. And we have a notice from Xfinity. Dear members of the board, as part of Xfinity's commitment to keeping customers informed, effective January 1st, 2026, customers' bills will reflect an adjustment to the Massachusetts sales tax to include the TV converter and box. This is due to a new requirement from the Massachusetts Department of Revenue. The tax is collected by Comcast and will be remitted to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So customers are receiving notice of this change in their bill. Moving on, and that's it. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Okay. Let's get started with Public Works. Request approval to incur expenses in excess of the available appropriation for snow and ice removal for fiscal year 2026.
This is really a housekeeping thing, Madam Chair. It's something that's done every year. We have, I believe, our appropriation, annual appropriation is $200,000. Currently, we're at approximately $112,000, but considering there may have been some attention that was paid to the streets over the weekend, that may be delayed even a little bit more. But these are more expensive. These little hit or miss storms that you have to.
Ice, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just salting and things of that nature rather than a big an 8 or a 10 or a 12-inch storm. But it's something we will surpass that $200,000. At this point, we want to be safe than sorry. So the DPW director has requested that.
Okay. Said we do this every year. I think it was Eric that mentioned that there were 2 days in December where they didn't have to do some sort of preparation for or mitigation of weather.
Mm-hmm.
So, did anybody have any questions?
Nope. No, it's just whatever that, it's really up to the director. I mean, when he determines at what percentage of those funds run out. I mean, we're just over 50%. That's probably the mark that he probably starts to get a little nervous.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I don't know. I've never asked.
No,
him.
yeah, no. I mean, that's yeah. It's. We've also done this. This has been kind of standard around this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, 50% is a good jumping off point.
Yeah. We made it to January, so.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
All right.
Okay.
Good. All right. Move that the select board vote pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 44, Section 31 Delta, to approve incurring expenses in excess of the available appropriation for snow and ice removal for fiscal year 2026.
Second.
Yes, it's a roll call, looks like.
Okay, Gary?
Gary's a yes.
Matthews, a yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Karen's a yes. Human Resources. I don't know. Who do we want? Yeah.
Great.
Good evening. Liz Trudiak, Director of Elder and Human Services. I'm here tonight to request your approval for a newly established position that we are calling the Office Coordinator. This would be a full-time, 40-hour position that we have determined falls on the compensation plan Schedule A, Grade 9. This was reviewed by the Personnel Advisory Committee back in October, and we're finally at the point where we're ready to proceed further with this position. We are desperately in need of a full-time office coordinator position with the sheer volume of people who are coming through our front door and our increased foot traffic and everything that goes along with our new building. The 215 people who come in for outreach each month, the 2,400 people who come in and sign for activities each month. We're incredibly busy and could definitely use a full-time position. So I'm here tonight to request approval for that.
Okay. And this was the position that we discussed at Super Saturday.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. And the Super Saturday before that as well. Kind of laid the groundwork for it for a few years before making the ask.
Yeah, well, thank you for taking the time to make sure that you knew exactly what you needed and what would be the best, best serve the needs of your department and the rest of the community before jumping in. I'm sure it hasn't been easy. So. Gary, anything to say from personnel?
No, like I said, this is pretty much expected, and thank you to the staff for finding the money.
Yeah.
So this is good. Get them started before the end of the year, for sure.
Anybody else?
So to be clear, we haven't met up with our department budget yet. This is in the 2027 draft budget right now.
This particular position, well, yes, it's
Yeah.
in the draft and
Okay.
requesting it to also be added mid-year appropriation for this year.
Yeah, this was an appropriation for this year.
Oh, for 26?
Yeah, that we had discussed that we wanted to wait to see.
Oh, right, because, okay.
Yeah,
Got
so,
it.
but it'll be fully in the 27 budget.
And it was, okay, thank you. I was wondering why you were talking about Super Saturday when we hadn't had it yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I understand. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
You missed it.
And the funding for the remainder of this year was going to come from reserve fund transfer?
Yes.
Is that correct? So,
And FinCom knows all about that, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yep.
I'm all for it.
All right.
Awesome. Move that the select board vote to approve the position of office coordinator in the Department of Elder and Human Services on compensation plan Schedule A at grade 9.
Second.
By Matthew. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Thank you, Vince.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy hunting.
Thank you, Liz.
Get it out there.
Public input, members' updates. Let's go ahead and start with public input. If there's anybody who has anything to say.
Rob Rounds, 25 Juniper Road. I think I'm going to like lots of what I see on the agenda tonight, so I'll wait for all that. But I do want to say that I attended Thursday's planning board meeting. I was shocked as the passion and the diversity of viewpoints with regard to the accessory dwelling units. I really encourage, whether it's a podcast, whether you folks encourage the planning board, I know it's a separate group, but it sure looks to me like I counted 3 very different compelling viewpoints on the issue. I think that town meetings can be quite interesting. I think the more you can get out, whether it's a town newsletter or other forms of communication to get people to understand this well before town meeting, I think would be, be worthwhile. I also attended particularly to hear about the development at 550 King Street. It's been troubling to me to see what I think is a bunch of misinformation with regard to, it seems like a lot of community, or at least the folks that I'm hearing there and elsewhere, seem to be directing, I'd say, misguided perspectives with regard to what the proposal is from the developer, and there's not much they can do if DOT is preventing things that they seemingly think should be done. So that's another communication issue to try to reorient the community so that we give the developer the opportunity to be perceived as successful and not, not evading certain things or initiating things that are somewhat unwelcome. I'm very much concerned, look forward to the traffic calming measures I've briefly looked at. I think the upcoming BPAC public hearing on the 20th needs to be well attended. I hope it'll be well attended. I hope people really get in it. I've asked for a accident history of the intersection where the fatality took place recently. I think that there's great concern in the community with regard to the Littleton Common intersection, and so I think anything and everything that you folks can do to make the area both accessible and safe is very much worthwhile. So I look forward to everything that you folks are doing on that and really encourage and support, and would certainly welcome if there's anything that the public can do. I'd be welcome to be tapped on the shoulder to say, yep, try to get this done or try to get that done. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right. Let's go ahead with member updates. Gary?
I'll keep it short. As many of us did what do we call it, the sewer ribbon cutting, I guess, last week, and that was very well attended. It's an amazing facility down there on King Street, and so it was just great to see finally years of work and years of planning finally pay off, and hopefully we start to see some people hooking up to it and making it work. Just want to thank the town departments over the last couple of months and continue as they're going to get tired of everybody here, and as it's finance, it's budget season, so they're having to say the same thing probably 100 times to many different people, but we truly appreciate it. We know it's a lot of work, but it's in these times we want to make sure that we get it right. We're making the right decisions, so thank you. I just wanted to mention John Nestor's 100th birthday celebration this Sunday from, I think, 1 to 4. A 100th birthday taking place, and if anyone doesn't know John, he's a pillar in the community. Grew up here, raised 5 children here, entered the war, World War II in 1944, stationed in Italy with Allied forces. Got out, went back in 54 to 57, so great man. If you get a chance to swing by the VFW on Sunday, it's maybe say a few words to him, it'd be appreciated. Thank you. That's it.
Okay.
He might have been in Italy with my grandfather.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't have anything else today. Thanks.
So I have been participating in a lot of the budget meetings, and I wanted to thank all the departments as well. It's been very informative and a good use of time, I think, to attend those meetings. I was selected to be as part of the Mass Housing Leadership, which is run by CHAPA, which I forget what CHAPA stands for, but they're one of the...
Citizens Housing Partnership Association.
Thank you. Anyway, we had an intro meeting last week and are starting there's 6, the meetings go through like June, one a month for, one symposium a month, and then there'll be like one local consortium a month we're basically in the 495 belt. So that should be interesting, and hopefully we can get something out of that. I wanted to remind everyone there's the superintendent public forum on Thursday at 6:30 over in the Shattuck Center for people to come and kind of voice what they would like to see in the next superintendent. And the middle school will be putting on Shrek this weekend, Friday at 7, I believe, and Saturday and Sunday at 2 at the high school.
Right. Along with the superintendent forum this week, there's also a superintendent's survey out. So if you haven't seen that yet on Facebook or on LPS's website and need more information, I would say just go ahead and call LPS and they will help you find it. But it's a really important survey to get community feedback on what's going to be important to the community, so that the search committee can reflect those priorities during their search. I agree. The board meeting, the department meetings have been really great. I think it's going to be. My hope is that by going through a little bit more pain ahead of time, Super Saturday and the rest of the process will be maybe a little less painful for all the department heads. So we'll see whether that bears out, but I think there's a good reason to believe there is, and thanks to everybody for working with us on that. And that's all I have.
I just thank the town administrator's office.
For what?
Well, setting the groundwork and kind of getting that ball rolling early in the year.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Appointments. Appointment of Nicholas Hamilton, Director of Veteran Services for a 3-year term.
Madam Chairwoman and members of the Select Board, Nicholas Hamilton he's been interested in the position within Littleton for a little while. Mr. Hamilton has got an impressive resume of not only a commitment to this country for serving in the United States Marine Corps for 4 years, but as soon as he graduated, he went right into his education path and didn't skip a beat. He went and got his associate's degree, then moved on to his bachelor's, and then immediately moved on to his master's degree. And over the course of that that career in his education, he also started as a firefighter with the Chelmsford Fire Department, and then he did that for 9 years, and then moved to the Lowell Fire Department in 2022, where he is currently their present. Mr. Hamilton has also looked at, and he's also volunteered on an all-call basis to the Massachusetts State Hazardous Materials Team, hazmat technician. So, which is quite impressive. So, overview. So, some of the things that Mr. Hamilton is. He's got emergency, organizational leadership, emergency management, absolutely, incident, he's on the Greater Lowell Critical Incident Stress Management Team. And I think that is really imperative here because, as we all know, you have a firefighter, when they're called to duty, you see individuals in the most vulnerable positions they will be in their entire life, and which there's a lot of stress around that. There's a tremendous amount of emotion around that, and for us to be able to have a VSO that recognizing even the slightest signs of that in that area of stress and anything, and that I think that is a tremendous asset that Mr. Hamilton will be able to have and help. He has met with Liz and Michelle. They've taken Nick around to different. They showed him the potential office. Also met staff and everything. As a matter of fact, Mr. Hamilton was here today, and he's not even just wanted to start training right away. And the gentleman that, thanks to Michelle Vibert, the individual that she got from AIR that is currently the VSO in 3 communities, AIR being one of them, is something that Michelle coordinated that, and that gentleman was here today helping Mr. Hamilton out. So I think we've got a great great candidate here, and I strongly urge the support for the appointment of Mr. Hamilton for the VSO for the next 3 years.
Thank you.
Bring him up. We bringing him up?
Yeah. Come on up.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
How embarrassing was that to hear?
Jeez. Payoff worked well, just kidding. Yeah, thank you for your kind words, sir, I appreciate it. And I'm really looking forward to working with everyone here and being able to serve the veterans of this community. Yeah, do whatever I can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
And, yeah, no more to say than what Jim has already said in terms of the experience that you're going to bring. But thank you for applying, and thank you for your interest.
Absolutely, thank you.
Anybody?
I
No, that's fine, go ahead.
I think I'm welcome aboard. My only question is one more of, not so much for you, but should we change this to an appointment that expires on to align it with fiscal a month? Should it go till like June 30th of 28?
Can we do it longer than 3 years? So it's
I don't
like a
think we
3 and
can.
Okay.
Just the question is, should it align to fiscal years so that there's the money in the budget for everything? If we change the hours, anything like that, right? It would make more sense, I think, to align them to fiscal years.
I can ask
And make
Michelle.
it 2.5 years, but you can correct me if,
Uh-oh, Michelle took her coat off.
She was out the door.
Good evening, Michelle Vibert, Human Resources Director. We had just recently passed the bylaws to change come up to the statute of a 3-year term. I would recommend keeping with the 3-year term if you can, even though it is mid-month. It's best to stay on that schedule.
Because we can do up to it. I'm just asking
You
if
can
we-
you can do less, but you can't do more. You
Right.
certainly cannot do more. I mean, it really is the preference of the board.
So you're saying that you'd run it to
Mid-2028.
July
Yes.
2028 or January 30th, June
June
30th,
30th of
2028?
28, just so that you can align
Re,
things better.
I mean, the budget, I know it's put in the budget every year regardless. but-
It is. I mean, we're obligated to have it with our size. And quite honestly, it's, I will share this, that I had a lifelong childhood, one of my dearest friends, deputy chief in Lowell, and when I said, gee, I mean, if you can get them, hire them. So,
Yeah, this isn't about reappointments.
It's not-
That's
no,
gonna
no,
almost,
it's
it's
not-
almost
it's not even
automatic,
about
but
that.
it's just about the budget, making sure that that's
It's
smoothly.
the budget and aligning, and just aligning things.
I would suggest, let's go with the 3 years and out of the gate and make the adjustment, because I would like to send a message that he has everyone's support, and for the entire 3 years, that's the way I would recommend.
I think we've got a little time for the next 2 years, right, to see whether it's problematic, and if it is, then, we can talk about how to address that, but I think we're okay to go ahead at 3 years.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Nope, did you do hazmat in the Marine Corps? So, I was just curious, your interest in the hazmat.
Oh, no, it was something I was interested in.
Oh, okay.
Just when I got into the fire service and
Oh,
just
right.
kind of pursued that as well.
Okay, great.
Great.
Right, good.
Great,
right.
let's go.
Move that the Select Board appoint Nicholas Hamilton as Director of Veteran Services for a 3-year term expiring January 12th, 2028.
29.
And I can't read.
Second
As amended,
Second
2029.
as amended.
Moved by Gary, seconded by Matthew. All those in favor? Aye. All right, welcome aboard, thank you. Can we get a
Appreciate
picture?
it.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, you can run upstairs.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you very much. Yeah, no worries. Thank you. Appreciate it. Congratulations.
One, two, three.
Very cool. Thank you, guys. Right. See you soon.
Thank you.
Income next.
Thanks, Liz, thanks, Michelle.
Bye.
All right. Tony, are you okay if we keep going, or should we wait for Jim to come back?
I'm good.
All right. Appointment of Sam Hayes to the Finance Committee for a term expiring on June 30th, 2027. So this is a currently vacant seat.
I think we talked about this in some detail when Brian was here, so I have no questions or comments.
Yep.
No, this is a gentleman we met, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll make sure. I
Yeah,
forgot the name.
that Brian introduced
Yeah,
us to.
okay. All right,
Yeah.
you ready?
Any questions, Mark? Oh, good.
Move that the Select Board appoint Sam Hayes as the Finance Committee, to the Finance Committee for a term expiring June 30th, 2027.
Second.
Moved by Gary, seconded by Matthew. All those in favor?
Aye.
Welcome aboard, Mr.
Get
Hayes.
sworn in.
Get sworn
We
in.
got one more seat open, right?
One more seat.
Light and water.
Light and Waters.
Great, well, it's getting closer.
Yep. All right. Only 4 minutes behind. Let's see what we can do. Update of draft town common policy.
It's perfect.
So I apologize for not getting this around in the packet. It got kind of lost in email exchange. This is more or less the exact same thing that we reviewed before. The second paragraph was added that says, use of the town common does not constitute or imply endorsement by the town of the policies, activities, or the points of view expressed by the participants. No advertisements or announcements implying such endorsement shall be permitted. And the other part that was changed is, one point, we said that, there was a question on the number that would require a permit. And after talking to the police chief, he suggested 100 would change where, he changed his patrols or his for the day, so the number is changed to 100. So, nothing has been added that Chuck wanted around like the Veterans Corner, because I don't know exactly what to put in a policy to say that. I would suggest we post this on the website and vote it at our next meeting, so that if anyone can see it and comment at that time.
What about this comment about the Board of Health on the permit requirements? Someone's commented, I recommend reaching out to the BOH because they will likely need to issue permits for the food trucks. Although it says in the
So
section
I added
A.
that. Oh, I did add that. too.
Oh, okay,
In
that's-
Section 3, it says all permits and, you have to comply with the.
Okay, got
Board
it,
of Health.
okay, that's, okay,
So
yeah, so.
that's the other thing I changed. I knew there was another part.
The only thing that I can see is, and I'll provide some wording, but I think we should clarify that it's 100 people at any given time.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah. Actually, that'll do it, at any given time.
okay. So I will make these updates, send it to Lisa to post, and then can vote it at the.
That's good.
Thank you for
Yeah, good
all your
work
work
on-
on this.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay.
Traffic calming.
Yeah, so that one's me too. I have not made much progress on this. So Acton has a traffic calming policy. I'm going to try and take that and merge it with our parking policy and everything else through and work with DPW and the police to figure out what's best going forward. And hopefully we can get things in there like what roads get striped when they're repaved and all that other stuff.
That's-
Can you
Yeah,
describe
yeah,
just a little bit
please.
what a traffic
Yeah.
calming
Talk about
policy
it.
looks like?
So Acton's policy has a bunch of different things that, and one's like where, if you wanted a speed bump on your road, what the requirements would be to, if you want to make the safety zone, what all the steps are for requesting a speed limit change or modifications to your road to change traffic behaviors, parking, so on and so forth.
Including
So-
striping.
Including
or
striping.
lack of it.
Yeah.
And this is outside of state roads.
This is outside of state roads because we can't affect those.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I was going to suggest that if there's anything that we can do in the traffic calming policy that supplants what is now a bylaw, we should put those bylaws on the agenda for the town meeting to repeal,
okay.
perhaps with the explanation of, we're replacing it with something more flexible that,
I will look into that.
yeah. Thank you. I think it's a great idea.
I guess, when we're talking about striping the roads and lining the roads, I know, it seems like we're getting, when we've talked about this in the past, they're going, sounds like statewide or nationwide, they're going away from a lot of striping on the side roads. So I don't know how that will weigh into, but I've also had community members complain, like, Tehadawon, for instance, that at night, it's like, my God, where's the road? Because there's no, there's not even the white,
Right.
the sides. So that might be something we discuss a little bit in detail, not so much the middle line, but the side,
The fog lines are called.
yeah, yes, thank you, the fog.
But we had this conversation in a meeting, and I think without being too harsh,
Yeah.
if you are having trouble seeing where the road is, honestly,
That's
maybe you
fair.
shouldn't be driving at
Yeah.
night. There are bigger problems than the
Yeah.
lines on the road. So, I respect the people's opinions that
Yeah.
it makes things more dangerous, but the data says,
Yeah.
in fact, it makes it much safer.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Thoughts on getting BPAC involved with this?
I'm working on that with them
Okay.
too.
All right, let me know if we
Yep.
need to invite them for a joint meeting, or,
Yep.
Long overdue, probably.
The next one's governing the town council. Acton has a very nice policy on this. I'm going to crib it and I will send it out for our next meeting. I'll send it around to everyone tomorrow, and then if anyone has any comments before I send it off to town council to make sure there's no other issues, but this one's it basically says that you don't have access to town council while you're preparing your citizens petition, which is basically the policy that we have, it's just not formally documented.
You don't have
You
access?
do not have, the town council will not help you draft your citizens
So,
petition.
That's
so
$250 an hour. Right.
didn't we allow them to help with some zoning bylaws in the past?
I don't,
On the floor, I know.
Oh, I thought
don't.
that there was at least one cannabis bylaw that got support from town council a couple of years ago. I could be wrong.
So it's important to get it in writing then, for
so we
sure.
just need to be
Okay.
clear what we're, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a great
I'm
idea.
all for it.
Thank you, Mark. All right, discussion and vote on appointing designee to the school union contract negotiation. Mr.
Well,
Town
you're in it no
Administrator.
matter what.
What's that?
You're in it no matter what.
Well, I'm not sure of that. I
believe it's,
wanted to make sure that, I thought it was a select board member or the designee.
We can. I always, for some reason, I thought it was written into it that the town administrator would be.
Is it both? Like when we were doing it with the police union, it was you and Chuck, or, I remember it was Anthony and one of the members when the round before that. So,
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I know the last negotiation, I believe we, as a committee, and I believe the town administrator was kind of left out of it, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, which, and that's when I think I remember researching a little bit and seeing that it literally states in there that we have to have a representative on that board. And I thought it said the town administrator, but maybe it was just our appointee as the town administrator.
where's that written down?
Yeah, I'll have to look at it's definitely written.
In a policy?
Yeah, maybe in the contract itself, negotiation team, I'd have to look.
I was just looking.
We had the,
No.
so how does the
Well,
schools feel about this? They're willing to say, yes, we will be part of the team, we will have an individual that,
when I had the suggestion of the chairwoman, when I reached out to Dr. Clenchey, and Dr. Clenchey is absolutely welcome.
okay.
So should we have Jim and one of us be there then? I mean, is that overkill? Or do you not want to be involved, Jim? Maybe you want to just have the select board be there. I'm not volunteering.
I'm happy to do anything you want.
No, it's a big deal, to have representative, I mean, let's be honest, it's over half our budget, right? So
Right.
it's such a critical piece.
Right.
But we don't, historically, we would get information and it would be like, we have no idea what's going on in those
Yeah.
negotiations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect us to be participatory.
No, but us,
Just
but-
to report back to this board about what the.
Oh, sure, we're an observant,
discussion-
just to
yeah.
learn so we can come and speak to it, but Jim would be he actually would be a member of, I'm assuming the negotiation team, is that?
Right, but then at that point, until it's settled, we would have to go in executive session.
Right,
To discuss it.
Yes, sir.
which is fine, I mean, we do with all the others.
Sure.
Exactly.
It's a,
So,
In that case, why don't we let Jim?
or your assistant, I mean, depending on,
yeah, no, that's fine. Thank you. Yeah, happy to do it. Love
Okay.
to do it.
Yes. So
Whatever we can
do we need a
support.
vote to
we
designate
do.
you?
I think we should, yeah.
Okay.
So is it just Jim or Jim and one of us?
I was
I think-
suggesting just Jim.
I think for the designee, I think we can only vote for one person, right? Because I don't think we have unlimited seats at the table. And I think if we want to see if we can also, if one of us can also be there,
We can insert ourselves
Then we
into
can-
these,
surely, we
Yeah.
can discuss, we can talk to the schools about it.
yeah.
But I think in terms of our official designee, I think we can only have one, I would assume.
Is it an open meeting?
No.
No.
Okay.
We, I just know that as a select board, we are authorized to have representation there. And that's in any any negotiation on the contract. So this would fall right in line with that. So I know, Mark, I mean, if you wanted to attend these negotiations, you could. You just wouldn't be able to be a voting member, but it's the only way a select board, you know, if they're not familiar with contract negotiations, would learn from it and understand the process. So I think it's important that we always have a member, if they want to be on it, at least attend. So I don't know if we could leave that kind of open to us to be able to do that. It would be huge.
There's a lot of, the conversation is the way I understand it is to help support the messaging in regards to the state of the town, the financial state of the town, and the abilities and what potentially we are looking at going forward. And that is where they see the value of myself or Tony to
The
come in and
finance
sit
team
down.
and
Right, and basically say, this is the lay of the land. We're looking at, we closed this budget, but next year we're gonna have another budget, you know, another deficit, and so, and what those impacts are, and why they are, and everything of just how.
to the other unions and the other contracts that we have.
Right,
I mean, it's
I
huge.
mean, and that's basically, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Is there a motion?
Yeah, I can make one. Vote to appoint the town administrator as our representative on the negotiation team for the union contract with the schools.
I'll second that.
Moved by Gary, seconded by Matthew. All those in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
And you'll take care of informing
Luck with it.
Take care of,
Kelly? You'll take care of informing Kelly or somebody?
oh, informing, oh,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Select Board discussion regarding town meeting survey, so this is circling back. I have a paper copy for anybody that would like to take it home.
Yeah.
I won't ask anybody to look it over right now, but I'll send a electronic copy as well, if anybody has comments. This is something that Tony and I have worked on.
Is this just to approve the questions before we send it out?
I mean, so here's how I'd like to do it, just so we don't lose another month potentially. I'd like to hold this open for another, like, maybe, let's say, a week, if that's enough time for everybody to review. And then I would say barring any major, requests for major changes, is it okay if we go ahead and move forward with pushing this out?
Okay.
Can you pass those down?
Thank you.
Got one for each of them.
Yep.
So yeah, this is something that Tony and I have been working on. Tony went through some other town meeting surveys that other towns have sent out, and he and I discussed some ways that we wanted to tailor it for Littleton, questions specific to this last town meeting in particular, what worked for people, what didn't. Some of them, as you'll see, are, pick one, but there's plenty of space for folks to, provide their own suggestions and comments as well,
Yeah.
for us to peruse once we get them back.
I know I'm still surprised that I do have people still say, why aren't we doing hybrid models and all these things? It's
Right.
like, we can't.
Yeah.
That's why.
We can't.
But I just think that knowledge, even getting, I know you're working on some of that, but just having that kind of known up front, because that's probably one of the biggest complaints, but.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want feedback on this now? or-
Well, what I was gonna ask is if you guys, sure, I'll take it now,
By the end
for
of next
sure,
week,
but
or-
otherwise, how long do you need to get back to me?
By the end of next week, would that be quick?
Is that enough time?
A few days.
I was just gonna, my
And I wanna
big
make sure
suggestion
Chuck
was
has
to
enough
add
time.
the Maytown meeting as well as the October one, since the October one was a biggie, but you really want to know, did people attend the annual one as well, right?
Do you mean separate questions, or?
Or you have question number 2, did you attend the October meeting? Why not have a question, the same
Did you
question?
attend the May?
Did you attend the May meeting?
Okay,
The annual.
Right, and then there's another question about the October meeting on the next page too, just duplicate it from there.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, to my mind, we were really focusing on October because we changed a lot in terms of how things were done and so.
And a lot of people who had never attended before attended because of
Attended.
the Shaker Lane vote.
Right, and so I was thinking actually that we would be focusing more on that particular meeting. But certainly we can add some questions around.
Well, I think if you want to try and get people to attend this May's meeting, then you really want to know.
I mean, historically, the May town meeting is much more impactful to a town.
Right.
We just happen to have a huge school vote in
Right.
October, but
Right.
typically,
But,
it wasn't designed to have that special be.
no, but I think the point of this is to figure out for people who don't regularly attend, what can we do to make it?
Yeah,
make
that's
them
the-
more
that's the
lively,
goal, right.
So I think that actually, if it's not a regular, if it's not one of the standard town meetings, it might be better to focus on that.
Yeah.
I also would suggest cutting this and making it much shorter.
Cool.
I think you're going to get too much, I think people are going to abandon it in the middle. And I think
Okay.
you're going to have you have so many questions, I think you're going to have a hard time picking the noise out,
I'll give some-
picking the data out of the noise, but,
I'll look
Yeah,
at it,
send me
too.
suggestions for ones that you think are cuttable,
okay.
and we'll add references to May.
Okay, I'll go through that.
Yeah. All right, and then, like I said, barring, I don't want us to do this or something like that, we'll go ahead and move forward. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Great, thank you. Mr. Town Administrator,
Yes, Madam Chairwoman.
do you have an update for us? per
Oh,
chance?
do I? Okay. A lot of great stuff going on. We Fire Department, they've got an internship for high school students, and going to start, the chief wants to start with 3 or 4 students this first round, and move on from there, and understanding the nuances as firefighting roles and public safety from emergency management in that perspective. And that is going to be kicking off. The Northern Bank certificate of occupancy will be issued in the very near future. I believe it's going to be this week.
Yay!
By the building commissioner, so that's exciting. I will also, there is, at this point, we continue, Tony has spoken to Northern Bank, a peer that he has a relationship with at Northern Bank, and there was no plans for the remainder of the other 2 or 3 buildings that were scheduled to be built there as of yet, schedule-wise. That remains still the case. There's nothing in the works.
I know they ran into an issue timing-wise with the gas connection to the existing bank, right? It's going to take a while to get that. If they can't even take that building down for a while because of the gas situation there or something.
Something like
I know
that,
there
yeah,
was.
right.
But there are 2 vacant lots next to the existing building that they don't have any plans on building there.
Well, they had a vision when they originally
Right.
came
The
in through the
designs.
process, right.
Yeah.
But in terms of actually following through on those visions, that is really, has not been the case, okay? All the charging stations at Amazon are completed. There's approximately about 80 that have been installed there. The town clerk has notified all the elected positions that their term is to expire, and deadline with submitting papers for reelection. So I believe I will take you 2 up to the office after this meeting, when you're done.
Jim, can I go back?
Yes,
Madam
sir.
Chair? Do we need to have a meeting with Northern Bank? I mean, do we need to,
I kind of asked, I asked the building commissioner and our planner, that kind of, in a different context, I said, is there anything that we can really, really do to help them along or anything? And it's on their schedule, it's on their investment, it's on their dime, and we're happy to, to continue to reach out in a friendly, welcoming manner and to see if there's update. We can make that part of our internal schedule outreach effort, without a doubt.
But, I mean, that is an important
It's very important.
vision that the town had when we were creating the master plan and
Right.
downtown.
Right,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
So, at this point, I would say, we're not in a position to do that, but I would like if we can just continue to just keep, just let them know that we're still here, and we're still welcoming, and if anything we can help with.
Are they planning a ribbon cutting or anything?
Nothing has been anything to date,
Okay.
so
Yeah, the Chamber of Commerce.
that's where we are.
Yeah.
Let me see, there's a new, as of today, the new full-time dispatcher has started down at the police department, and they are at full complement. And the chief informed the department heads and at the meeting this morning and everybody that they are doing their internal interviews for the sergeant of the, for that vacated position at the police department, and they are interviewing for internal candidates. There is an electronic signs grant meeting that has been scheduled that both the police chief and the DPW director have signed up for to take full advantage of and do what's necessary to see what's available there and how that would fit within how operations. IT is going to submit an application for a community compact grant. We have been awarded in the past, and with the intent of using those on cameras and new fobs down at the fire station, in which those apparently are in need of happening. And also want to, if Tony if you want to touch base about the Citizens
Sure.
Leadership Academy, it'd be great.
Sure, so I'm working on launching the Citizen Leadership Academy, and in the coming days, we've created a separate webpage and launching the application, so residents, those interested, are welcome to apply. We are looking at it's a 10-week program. Meetings would be here and also off-site as well, and culminating with a graduation at town meeting in May. So very excited. We hope to get a good number, but a small number or a large number, we're very excited to be able to launch. This would be our inaugural year, our first go at it, and would be looking forward to the second one as well. So not just a yearly thing, but something we could do perhaps also in the fall. So really looking forward to it. The department heads are also excited and gotten some good feedback. The curriculum itself will vary, but there will be PowerPoints and presentations, and particularly exciting are also the site visits too, whether at the fire station or elsewhere. So it'll be a great opportunity. So residents watching, listening tonight, stay tuned. We'll be putting out a blast on the website and also in other mediums as well. So really looking forward to it.
If we're ready to launch for Thursday, if you want to bring the details, we can
Sure.
blurb it
Great.
on the podcast.
Okay, fantastic. No, that's a great idea, thank you.
That's great, thank you.
Yes, no, Tony's done a great job. He's worked hard, been very conscientious, done a lot of outreach and looking at other models and other communities and really cherry picking and see and understanding what has worked in those communities and really what to stay away from.
Yeah. It's been talked
Which is
about
key.
for 15 years, I
Yeah.
mean, wanting to
Yeah.
educate.
Yeah, exactly.
population.
Yeah, which is yeah, it's a great idea. Chief McCurdy and Liz, who was here earlier from EHS, they're going to be working on an evacuation plan for the building now that it's in place. One thing that the police chief is going to do here, at least in town hall, is and look to see what other areas. Unfortunately, in today's society, we have to go through this exercise. But here, it's, you know, a shooting,
Active shooter.
active shooter exercise, and what the role of the, you know, what the, and what this, I don't know if any of you have participated in any of these before, but what it really, it is, it's everyone, there's a PowerPoint presentation, there's different things that are facts that are shared with the police department, with staff, let's say in this room, and then it's a matter of, okay, and here is what you need to do. Everyone go back to their office, let's get back to work and do as it, and at any point in time, then it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be an exercise, and so they understand what the sound of a gun is, and what that reaction would be, and what needs to be done, and moving forward, and I don't like talking about this, but unfortunately, it's something that we have to be prepared for. I mean, like, as you all know, you're familiar with ALICE training in the schools. I mean, we need to do it also. So the chief is going to be working out scheduling. There's going to be 3 offices within the police department that will potentially be helping the staff with that training. And just as a reminder, I know it was done here a few years ago, but not since I've been here, which has been a couple of years. So it's just probably because with new personnel and everything, it's probably a good thing that we, you know, go through that. Regional, yes, sir.
We're doing that for all buildings, both the police and the fire. You said there was doing like evacuation plans and things.
The evacuation plan that I was informed from the chief was over there, because there wasn't evacuation plan done for that building. So I'm assuming.
Gets posted on the walls and everything.
Right, UI here, and this is the exit route, and things of that nature. So I will confirm with the fire chief for the other buildings. Thank you.
We should probably confirm with the other buildings and make sure that everyone, you know, has an idea what the plan is.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, no,
'Cause, yeah.
yeah, no, smart idea. We will definitely do that. Thank you for that.
The same with the ALICE, we should do it in all of the buildings.
Yeah, and that's funny, that kind of came up today, that some buildings have done it recently, others haven't. I believe the library had done it recently, but, you know, we have, either way, these are new personnel we've had, at least since I've been here. I think it's a good exercise for all buildings.
Kind of falls into a potential policy update, or every X amount of years,
Yeah,
we will do this. I mean, it might be something that, otherwise, this is what happens. We don't know when,
right,
you know,
right,
when the last time all the employees had these type of trainings, but.
right, yeah.
Okay.
Also on the fire side, I mean, there was like CPR and the
AED.
AED trainings for the staff too. I don't know when the last time those were done
Yeah,
across the different buildings were.
they're gonna need someone to work on an example. Are you volunteering?
I volunteer, Gary.
You do the taser, you do the
volunteer.
taser training, and I'll do the.
All right, who does the pepper spray training?
That's being the target, right? So I would happily implement those.
Okay. Regional Energy Manager, as you know, that individual has, the consultant that was originally hired has taken a permanent position someplace else, and, but Northern Middlesex Council of Governments has worked to identify, and the project, the staff from the Department of Energy Resources that will be able to finish the project to its fruition for the region, which is good.
I attended the sustainability meeting
Okay.
this last week, and she was there.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Mr. Rombacher reminded us of the tax credits for the senior center, for the center on Shattuck Street. And we reached out, had a meeting, and to receive that. We are at the tail end of the information gathering to be able to submit for the reimbursement. And that's basically where we are right now. A lot of help from our finance director She's done a great job supporting that and shepherding that through, with making sure everything is submitted that needs to be submitted from our end, which is great. Unfortunately, as you may have read over the weekend from the update, the ambulance has experienced another issue. We have town council involved of drafting and coming to a resolution, and with looking at getting a new vehicle is basically it, because this is not acceptable. I mean, it's not acceptable. Unfortunately, it's more, the discussion is more about how often it is running than when it isn't, and that's not a good thing. Let me see, the regional chiefs met recently to discuss EHS potential, and this is, and I have to preface by saying this is in the extreme infancy stages. There is nothing that's going to be desired or expressed at any time this is going to be a long planning process and discussions in regionalizing fire EMS delivery services. And so that is happening, and the regional administrators and managers will be meeting to discuss this meeting. And then eventually everyone will come back together from the first meeting. Through the hard work of, I'll end this with, through the hard work from Diane Dickinson, the coding for the King Street building through National Grid was the incentive, the coding for that, for the insulation project is modified, which increased our grant, our incentive amount from National Grid from $7,200 to over $23,000, almost $24,000. So Diane has been staying on top of that, and she did a great job. So great department head meeting this morning. A lot of super things that are happening. People are excited. Department heads are excited. They're happy, and everything's going well. And that'd be it. Questions, concerns?
Did that demand letter draft, did that come in? Or are we still waiting for the demand letter for the fire engine, or ambulance?
That demand letter has not come in yet.
Okay. All right, minutes. Anybody have any questions or concerns there?
The section 6, it says that the dirigible brewing signage was postponed until the next meeting, which would be this one. But I recall we said we were just going to drop that whole issue. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yeah.
So is that an issue with the minutes, or is that just?
It is.
I mean, are the minutes incorrect, or did we actually say that we were going to drop it after the meeting? Like, did we discuss postponing it in the meeting and then decide later to just not discuss it? Or did we say in the meeting,
Right.
we're done with this? In which case, the minutes need to be altered. I don't remember.
I thought we dropped it, but
In the meeting,
I thought so.
Yeah, I don't think we would have deliberated at a meeting to drop it.
okay. So in that case, we probably should correct that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That was the only correction I found.
Okay. Great. So, I guess these should come back?
The solar contract says a $5,000 plus tax credit. I think it's a $50,000 plus.
What does it say?
Solar contract,
Which one is that?
7:30
Solar
PM, section
contract for
7.
EHS is being worked on and expected to have a $5,000 plus. It's the end of, it's at the bottom of page 34, the very last line.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yes, you're right. 50.
50,000.
Yes, sir.
What's the zero between friends?
Right.
Can I have the 45,000 then?
Yeah, please. Okay. Do we?
So should we vote as amended,
We can.
or wait, or let?
Why don't we wait in
Yeah,
case, yeah,
Okay,
in case we're wrong about what we did.
right on.
All right, so we'll hold these minutes approval until the next meeting. And with that, we're ready to enter executive session.
And you have to read a statement,
Yep,
Karen.
I do.
Yeah, see? Chair statement.
Okay. The chair declares that an executive session is necessary under Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A7, to review and consider approval of the executive session meeting minutes of December 8th, 2025, and to determine whether they should remain withheld under the open meeting law. The board will not return to open session. Is there a motion to enter into executive session?
Move that the select board enter executive session pursuant to general law, chapter 30 alpha, section 21A7, to review and consider approval of the executive session meeting minutes of December 8th, 2025, and to determine whether the minutes should remain withheld under general law, chapter 30 alpha, and that the board will not return to open session.
Second.
Roll call vote is required.
Okay, Gary,
Gary's yes.
Matthew,
Matthews, yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Karen's a yes. And with that, we'll say goodnight, Littleton.